So in our previous video we have learned how to install serverless packages in our system. So I have installed this into my Mac, and those commands are for Linux as well. So if you are using Windows, so you can go to the official website of serverless and you can check out what are the commands of Windows installer is there. So in this video today I'm going to teach you about how to create a function or a REST API, and we'll make a hello world program here. And also we are going to learn about these serverless YAML file, handler.js, and then gitignore and all. So let's just start. So we're into the terminal, and I'll open this directory. As you can see here, there are 3 files available here. So I'm going to open this into my VS Code, and I have used this shortcut command. So now as you can see here, this is a serverless YAML file, and this YAML file has a different format to write everything in this file. So this is very sensitive to the spaces, like whatever the spaces you are using. So let's just start with the top of this file. Here we can see there's written here, welcome to serverless and blah blah blah, and then this is the service name. So you just have to write the service name, like you just have to write the project name, actually, like whatever wants to write the project name, so you can write it here. So I'm just going to write here hello world, and then as you can see here, this is the provider name. So you have to mention the provider name, like if you're using the AWS or if you're using the Azure or Google Cloud, so you can mention here. So right now I'm using AWS, so I just mention here provider. And as you can see here, there's something different. You can see there's some spaces here. So you have to maintain these spaces, because if you are going to write without the spaces, this file is not going to run, or this file is not going to work. So you have to maintain these spaces. And in the next video I'm going to teach you about how exactly we can write in the YAML file, so you'll get familiar about the YAML file. So it is like similar to JSON, but you'll get the whole idea in the next video only. So just we are going to leave it here only, and then we'll just get down. So as you can see, there are stages, then region. So I'm going to mention this region, like in which region you are working on in AWS. And also this serverless YAML has the big benefit that it has the stages, so you can provide all the environment details about your all the stages, right? If you're working for a dev environment, or if you're working for the production environment, or if you're working for any environment, you can assign all those variables or all those environment details or secrets to a particular stages for dev or might be production. So like this is a big benefit of serverless YAML file. And if you'll get down, so you can see there is I'm a role statement and blah blah blah, all these scripts, and we are going to use in the further videos or further programming. And also there is a environments, then as you can see here, and this is very important, this is the function. So if we talk about the serverless, and if we'll discuss about this, so whatever we are going to write for the REST API, we have to write all those codes in a function only, in a particular function. And then whatever we had named that function, we just have to assign here those function details and the path. Whatever the path of that function is, we have to assign here. So as you can see, this is a function, this is a hello, and the handler dot hello. So this is the path. Okay, so this is the function name, this is the path of that function. So this is handler dot hello. So it's like this. As you can see, there is a handler.js, so we don't have to mention .js, we can put dot, and this is a function name, so which is mentioned here, that is hello. And there are more scripts, and we are going to use in the further tutorials. So we just leave it now here only, and let's jump to the handler.js. And as you can see, there is a particular function is written here, and we are exporting that function, and we have mentioned here the event in parentheses, let me just sorry. So I mentioned in this parenthesis, and you can see this event is using, and this is the message. Okay, and I'm going to remove this message, and I'm going to write here, hey, we have created our first function. And of course, how can we forget this? Hello world. So whatever we have to write those codes, we just have to write in a particular function only. We have to make a function that we have to export that function, and we have to give path in serverless.yml file. And as you can see, there is an event, and we are returning status code, and we are returning the message, and this is the JavaScript object, and we are just stringify it into the JSON, and we are returning this. And these are the parameters of those JSON.stringify. So just leave it, and we are how we are going to invoke this function. So let me just give you an example. So let's jump to our terminal, and we can deploy this function, but we are not going to do that because we haven't mentioned any provider details or the configurations, like in which AWS or in which providers we are going to deploy these functions or this project. So we have to provide the access key, then ID, then all blah blah blah. So we haven't mentioned yet. So how we are gonna test it? Because every time you create a program, every time you create a REST API, you're not going to deploy those functions or those REST API to your service providers, and then you are going to test it from your production environment. So how we are going to test this in the locally system? So there is a particular script for that. So there is a local invoke, and there is a serverless offline. So if you talk about the serverless offline, we are going to talk about this in a later videos, but right now we will talk about the local invoke. So how we have to write here? We just have to write SLS invoke and then local, and we have to put the F, and we have to provide the function name, which is hello, as we have mentioned here, this hello. So we are just going to write it here, and we have to put the enter, and let's just check whether it's working. Oh, I haven't saved that file, so this is the reason why it's sending the old message. Just let me. Okay, I saved it, and I'm going to invoke again. Okay, bingo. So hey, we have created our first function, hello world. So as you can see, we have invoked the local function. So this video was all about hello world. So we have learned the serverless YAML file, about the formats, about how we can create a function, and in later videos, in upcoming videos, we are going to talk about the YAML file, like what are the formats, what is the format of exactly of this YAML file would be, and how you are going to get those things as quickly as soon as possible. So we are going to lot more talk about this, and in later videos we are going to create an REST API which will have the URL, and we are going to mention everything, like whatever we are writing those functions in JS file, we just have to mention all the configuration in this serverless YAML file only. So for now, this is done. I'll see you in the next video.